interrupt this program of music to bring you a bulletin just received in the WOR newsroom.
All the humanity and all the planet is bleeding, Roger.
I may, at an early hour in the morning, recapitulate
Is really new.
From sci-fi to music, computers to entertainment, nothing is off limits. Coming to you live from the Danger Room, voted best new two-person podcast east of Atlanta. This is RogueCast. And now, here is your host, T.R. Love.
Okay, we're back. RogueCast. This is segment 3.
And it's completely different from any segment we've ever done.
Okay, here's the weird and wacky news, and Tommy's going to get a big laugh out of this because this is always we fall back on the weird and wacky news. Here it is. Nude teens raise eyebrows. Brattleboro, Vermont. Some have appeared naked in downtown parking lots. Others rode their bicycles or simply strolled the streets in the nude. Teenagers in the quaint Vermont town of Brattleboro are raising eyebrows this summer with a brazen display of nudity. So far, they haven't been arrested or ticketed. Public nudity isn't illegal in the town of 13,000 unless it's done to arouse sexual gratification. Vermont has a live and let live tradition, allowing skinny dipping and nude sunbathing. Brattleboro was the first permanent English settlement in the state in 1724 and is the home of the community of writers, artists, and musicians, as well as transplant entrepreneurs from Boston and New York. When the weather grew hot, a couple of dozen teens took to a hula hoop contest, riding bikes and parading past shops wearing only their birthday suits. Nice. No one, including the police, seemed to take offense until the one local, Teresa Tooney, went before the town government in August to complain about the group of youngsters naked in the parking lot. This parking lot is not a strip club. What about the children seeing this? Town officials asked their attorney to draft an ordinance to ban such displays to the selected board to vote on in September when the teens hear about it and to stage some nudity sit-in.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a pretty ballsy, excuse my pun, but pretty ballsy thing to do. Just to go out naked.
Yeah. By the way, I think that now that we have come out with this, I think tourism is going to be up.
Yeah, go to Brattleboro, Vermont if you want to see 16-year-old kids naked.
Well, they didn't. Well, it doesn't. It's just as teenagers.
So it's between the ages of 13 and 19.
And 19.
So maybe you'll catch a few of the overage people.
Right. But the other thing too is, I mean, is it really pedophile or is it really wrong
if they're out there?
If they're out in public, I mean,
I possibly.
I mean,
that's a hard subject to dive
I guess
into.
But that gets the big question: are we dirty old men if we go out there to Vermont and sit outside at the restaurant waiting for?
I think it's either dirty, really, really dirty old men, or possibly dirty-minded old men.
Dirty-minded old men.
Yeah, because knowing about it. Now, if you just happened upon
by
this
the way,
place,
I think our fantasy is much better than the actual reality.
Yeah, because you're thinking that you're going to go there and there's
Playboy
19-year-old playmates when it's most of the time it's probably going to be 80% male and 10% female and 10%.
And they're probably all overweight.
Yeah, well, it's not even that. It's just that it's probably mostly men.
Yeah.
Because, well, and then maybe
maybe tourism will be up for it. Maybe the whole gay section will be Brattleboro will become the next gay segment.
Yeah, maybe San Francisco better look out. Brattleboro, Vermont.
Maybe like bagels and donuts will now be be a place to hang.
There you go.
Put your donuts.
There you go. And you know
what?
what?
You can get 2 cups of coffee and 6 donuts, and you can walk around the town.
And there you go. And then you can see your on full display balls. If that's what you want to see. I mean, I think it's a little bit weird. I mean, I think that to test the laws is a fantastic idea. If they don't have a law against public nudity and you're a little hot and you want to go out naked, I say go for it. I'm all for it. I have no problem with nudity. But
no, I think I remember the old Mighty Python skit where they kept advertising the entire month or the entire week before the show came on that they were going to be the first show to have full nudity on the show. And what did they do? They get to throughout the entire episode, they don't show anything until they get to the final episode. When the final segment, they show all these beautiful works. I mean, traditional, works of art by Monet and whoever else. And of course, you're allowed to show that on television.
Yeah, it's not legal.
You can't have a woman not walking all over.
Yeah, it's very strange. I mean, and I guess that the adoption of public nudity and indecency laws. I mean, it's a totally different game. You think that everybody has the same ideas about it, but there are places
there's
that
a
still
lot of
don't
things in
want.
America that believe that how one person think is completely different than another person.
Yeah, and it's various cities in the same state have different laws.
There was a huge there's a case. Or there was a case before in law school where they talk about it where one woman is suing. She got a magazine in the mail, and she was going to sue the publishers of it because her 10-year-old, or I think her 13 or 14-year-old son, got a hold of it, and there wasn't any packaging on it. There were scantily clad women all over, and you could clearly see it all over. Yeah, and of course it was the Victoria's Secret catalog. Yeah. But she thought that was obscure, and some people don't think that's obscure. Yeah,
and see, then you have the people that think that, and then there are the people that have subscribed to Playboy for 50 years or however long it's been around, and they don't have any problem with nudity. But then, I don't know, there's a fine line between where it's appropriate and it's inappropriate. And I mean, this could be, in my sense, an inappropriate display of nudity, but it's just testing the laws. It's like, sex in public in the 70s wasn't outlawed, so why not do it until they make you stop? I mean, it's a whatever you're gonna do, if you can get away with it and it's not killing anybody.
Maybe we should go up to Columbia and then start looking through the laws and try finding laws that we could actually bend the rules.
Well, see,
or find loopholes in the laws.
And there is a website, and I off the top of my head I can't remember what it is, but it's strange laws in every state.
Okay, well,
interesting
you talk
laws.
For a minute, and I'm going to go surf.
What it is, it's like every state has a law that makes no sense. Like, I know where I'm from in Indiana, there's a law against having no shoes and socks on when you're driving a car. And if you'd get pulled over and fined to have no shoes or socks on, you can be ticketed, which is interesting because some places don't have seatbelt laws, but you can get ticketed for no shoes and socks.
At dribbleglass.com.
Dribbleglass.com.
This is the first one that popped up.
Okay.
In Alabama, it's illegal to wear a fake mustache that causes laughter in a church.
Nice. That's when I was thinking about going to law school for that 2 seconds, I always wanted to fight that law. Because if you want to wear a fake mustache in church, I say go for it.
Only if it causes laughter in church.
Oh, but yeah, if it's not funny, don't wear it.
In Texas, it's illegal to curse in front of or indecently expose yourself to a corpse.
That's a hard one to touch.
Yeah, but then but then if you and the corpse were the only two of the people in the room, how could you prove it?
Well, if you told on yourself, or if somehow the corpse told someone, which I guess in a horror movie, it might tell someone. But that's a pretty outstanding law. I think probably should be adopted by every state.
By the way, this is one of the greatest laws I've ever heard. In Kansas, prohibits shooting rabbits from a motorboat.
But where are the rabbits that you're riding in a motorboat?
And by the way, it's Kansas. Where's
the water, people? Maybe they're talking about riding down the street with a motorboat in tow, and you have your kid. Well, that's absolutely absurd, in my opinion.
Okay, what about in Idaho, the state law of boxes of candy given as a romantic gift must weigh more than 50 pounds.
Huh? Yeah, they have to be above 50 pounds?
In Idaho, the state law of boxes of candy given as a romantic gift must weigh more than 50 pounds.
Okay, so you can't give anybody below a 49-pound box of candy.
Mm-hmm. And it's against the law to catch fish with your bare hands in Kansas. You can't shoot them from a boat, and you can't catch them with your bare hands. What are you supposed to do? There goes our fishing.
Yeah, your fishing's down, and rabbit hunting is down from a motorboat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
In California, animals are banned from mating publicly within 1,500 feet of a tavern, school, or a place of worship.
But tavern, okay, so school and a place of worship, I understand that.
Yeah, but they're animals. That's what they do. You can't control animals.
But taverns where you go get drunk and maybe have sex with people in an alleyway. So watching a dog have sex with another dog?
Putting salt on a railroad track can be punishable by death in the state of Alabama.
Putting salt?
That's what this website.
Okay, but if you kill someone, you might get life. But salt on a railroad track.
In
death.
Texas, it's illegal to put graffiti on someone else's cow.
Whoever thought of this to go and find stupid laws is fantastic.
By the way, the intention was to stop people from doing something else, and I think that the way that they have been interpreted is completely different.
See, here's the funny thing.
Because it might go back to branding somebody like that.
Yeah.
And to mark.
But they just wrote it down wrong.
Right.
And the thing is, people have done this. The sad thing about this, there's only a law because people have done it. Someone has put graffiti art on a cow. Someone put salt on a railroad track. Someone shot a rabbit from a motorboat and fished with their bare hands.
Yes.
In these states, whatever state we mentioned. I mean, the thing is, and it goes back to warning labels and it goes back to warning signs. If they have to warn you, then some stupid idiot
has done it. By the way, here it is. In New York, it's against the law to throw a ball at someone's head for fun.
Wait, so you can't play dodgeball?
Not if you intentionally want to do it for harm.
Oh,
it's
okay. But if you want to do it for fun, so like if I wanted to throw a baseball at your head right now in New York, if it was to harm you, it's legal.
Well, you were talking about driving with your shoes and socks on in
Indiana.
It's illegal to lie down and fall asleep with your shoes on in North Dakota.
Like in anywhere? It doesn't say like car, it's a house? No. So you can't fall asleep with your shoes on in the house?
No.
Fantastic. Wow. I guess that if you get really tired, you should probably take your shoes off.
In Florida, sexual relations with a porcupine is illegal.
But a cow, dog, cat,
any other. The old famous joke, how do porcupines do it?
No, I've never.
Very carefully.
Very carefully. Joke of the day.
Yes, I'll be here twice on twice on Sunday.
We'll have to institute joke of the day, starting this week. That was our joke, our RogueCast joke of the day.
Oh, Nogales, Nogales, Arizona. It is illegal to wear suspenders.
Oh, I'm screwed. I wear suspenders all the time. That's terrible.
In Atlanta, Georgia, it is illegal to tie a giraffe to a telephone pole or a street lamp.
A giraffe?
There goes our fun on Saturday, huh?
Crap! We can't fall asleep in North Dakota, and we can't tie giraffes to telephone poles.
In Texas, one more time. Not only can you not tag or put
graffiti on it,
it's illegal to milk another person's cow.
Wow, that sucks. So if you say someone was out of town and they had you watch, get the mail, get the newspapers,
and milk the cow,
you don't do the cow.
Well, by the way, if I was employed at a milking farm, and let's say that Bill, that you hire me to come in there every morning and to milk the cows,
you're doing it illegally.
I'm doing it illegally, and I could be thrown in jail.
Wow. Let's go. Let's have one more to end the segment. This will be the final one. Find a good one. Make it go.
Here goes in Logan County, Colorado, it is illegal for a man to kiss a woman while she is asleep.
Okay. So, make sure she's awake. And what was it? Where was this?
In Logan County.
Okay, Logan County. Anybody listening from Logan County? Tonight, at midnight, kiss every sleeping girl.
Well, at least the one next to you.
At least the one next to you.
Yep.
Kiss every sleeping girl.
Oh, at strangefacts.com is another one.
Okay.
Oops. And we're over our segment already.
I was going to say, but remember, kiss every sleeping girl.
Oh, Alaska says that you can't look at a moose from an airplane.
Well, there goes my fun. Don't look at no moose. Well, mooses get pretty frightened if you look at them from airplanes.
Yeah,
but from cars.
Is that from deer, like a deer in headlights?
Yeah, but it's moose. It's a moose in airplane.
Oh, in Texas, we will let Texas wants to go. We'll do two more from Texas, and we'll end the segment. In Texas, it's illegal. It's against the law for anyone to have a pair of pliers in his or her possession.
At all? So a construction worker would get arrested for having a pair of pliers.
And the last one, in Corpus Christi, Texas, it's illegal to raise alligators in your home.
Wow. That's something new. That was a legal one?
Oh, no, that's illegal.
It's illegal to raise alligators in your home.
But, because I've got them in the sewers, and I raised them there. But
yeah, and they're mutated by now. But, yeah, so I guess, okay. I guess I can't tag cows, kiss my fiance while she's sleeping.
This is it. This is where there should be a warning label for this one, and then we'll end the segment with this one. In New York, it's against the law for a blind person to drive an automobile.
Well, you know what?
How am I supposed to go home from the bars?
I know, exactly.
I've got the blind driving me.
Yeah.
He's going to be less sober than me.
I would prefer the blind man if I'm drinking.
Yeah, in Oklahoma, no baseball team can hit the ball over the fence or out of the ballpark.
Okay, and on that note,
Or maybe that's why Oklahoma doesn't have a professional baseball team.
maybe it's illegal.
I mean, do you know of the Oklahoma Texas? I mean,
But see, here's
cattle herds.
Does it say like professional team or it's all teams?
It just says I read this. It says in Oklahoma, no baseball team can hit the ball over the fence or the ball.
So what about their college baseball team?
Maybe
it-
that's why they haven't been the NCAA number 1 team.
Because they recruit the kids that can only hit it almost out of the park.
No, the grounders.
The ground ball kids.
Yes.
That's why you go if you're a good
Maybe
ground
they
ball
have
hitter,
maybe
go to
they
Oklahoma.
have a giant like green monster that's just so
like
big.
sucks them in.
Well, no, it hits the wall and it bounces
Brings it back. Well, maybe.
You know, if you count, I guess if you caught it off the wall and caught it, it would still be out.
No.
Oh.
And baseball, if it bounces off a wall, it's in play.
Oh, right. But the runner would still be out.
No.
Oh, he gets
The ball, if a ball touches an object
Uh-huh.
in fair territory,
right.
before it touches a glove,
Oh.
it's a hit.
Oh, okay.
That's why the Green Monster is so important for the Red Sox, because they hit it at the Green Monster and it bounces off, and by the time the people get it, they're at least at second.
Oh, I see this whole.
It's a stunt.
Maybe this is maybe
Conspiracy.
Maybe we should put a professional baseball team in Oklahoma.
I'm thinking,
And we could put up, and then they say, why do you have such a big wall that's even bigger than the Green Monster? And we could say, because we don't want to break the law.
yeah, it's illegal for us to hit home runs. And on that note, I think we should probably stop talking.
Yeah, because we're way over this segment. That was way over.
Yeah, well,
Okay, when we come back, the 26th anniversary episode, we will. Well, everything now is an anniversary episode.
everything. So next week's the 27th.
The 27th episode.
Okay, and we will hopefully have some better topics.
Yeah, we will actually start serving the net for really cool topics.
We have about a week.
Yeah, we have at least
Wow. Okay,
All right.
we'll see you in a week.
Thanks for listening to another fine episode of RogueCast. For more information on the topics, guests, or host from this show, please visit RogueCast.com. The content of all segments of this show is copyrighted by RogueCast.com 2006.